Hello and welcome to Bavarian for Beginners Lesson 2. My name is Florian and today we're gonna take a look at some very important words you will need in Bavarian. Let's start with to go, which is gehen in German and geh in Bavarian. As you can see, it's pretty simple in English, with I go, you go, he, she, it goes, but not so simple, which means nicht so einfach in Bavarian. I go is I gehe. Again, please be careful with the I, which is an I in Bavarian and not an I. I gehe. You go, du gehst. He, she, it goes, sie, es geht. We go, wir gingen. You go, es geht's. They go, sie, die gingen. As you can see, it's more like an instead of an I. Du gehst, sie, es geht, wir gängen. It's not du gehst, sie, es geht. This would be correct in German, but in Bavarian we say gehst or gängen or es geht's. Let's take a look at to have, which is haben in German. Again, it's pretty simple with I have, you have, he, she, it has, but not so in Bavarian. For I have we say I hab. You have is du hast. He, she, it has. Sie, es hat. We have, wir haben. You have, es habt's. And they have, sie, die haben. It's important to mention that it's wir haben or sie, die haben instead of hem or something. If you say mir hem, it's pretty unlikely that anybody will know what you mean, so be careful with that. To make, machen in German. Again, the same as before. I make, you make. I make is I mach. You make, du machst. He, she, it makes. Sie, es machen. We make, wir machen. You make, es macht's. And they make, sie, die machen. This time we have three persons with the same, which is machen, wir machen, sie, die machen, sie, es machen, and the rest you just have to know this. Let's take a look at some examples, ein paar Beispiele. We are going to the Oktoberfest. Wir gehen aufs Oktoberfest. Please be careful with the pronunciation of Oktoberfest. It's not October, it's October. And it's not, it's fest instead of fest. It's quite the reverse. Oktoberfest in English and Oktoberfest in Bavarian. Do you want to go with us? Magst mitgehen? As you can see, a way shorter sentence, because do you want to is simply magst. Geh, as we already learned, is go, and mit is with us. Magst mitgehen. What do you have here? Was hast denn da? Was hast denn da? What are you doing? Was machst denn da? Was machst denn da? I marked the N in green because it's good to know that this is something you cannot translate. We just added to some verbs, especially in question sentences. Was hast denn da? If you say was hast da without an N, it's not that bad and everybody will know what you mean. More examples. Nur mal Beispiele. I have 10 euros. Ich hab 10 Euro. I have 10 euros. If you say ich hab 10 euros, then you out yourself as foreigner because nobody here says euros. It's Euro. They won't go. Sie gängen nicht. Sie gängen nicht. Are you going to blah blah blah? Gehst du zum or auf blah blah blah? Gehst du zum, for example, Oktoberfest? Gehst du zum Oktoberfest? I have a bad feeling. Ich hab kein gutes Gefühl. Or ich hab kein gutes Gefühl. This is the first time you see the letter Ü, which is an U with 2 points. It's called an Ü, but this is a letter we don't use very often in Bavarian. It's a typical German letter, but it's not used that often in Bavarian. We try to avoid it whenever possible. So instead of Gefühl, we often say Gefühl. Ich hab kein gutes Gefühl. Some more examples. You don't do that. Das macht man nicht. You don't do that. Das macht man nicht. This is the first time we see ma. Ma is simply or can be translated with man or one. One is not doing that. Das macht man nicht. Or you can also say you don't do that. Das macht man nicht. We are lucky. Wir haben Glück. Here you can see in English you say you are lucky, so it's being lucky, and in Bavarian it's having luck. You have luck, and that's why we use the Bavarian term haben. Wir haben Glück. Du hast Glück. As you can see, it's an Ü again, but Glück is a word that does not exist in Bavarian, so we don't have an alternative and use the German word Glück. Wir haben Glück. You make it too complicated. Ihr macht es zu kompliziert. Ihr macht es zu kompliziert. What am I doing wrong? Was mache ich falsch? Here you can see doing is translated with mach. So it would be what am I making wrong? But we are using the verb machen instead of doing when we refer to doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Was mache ich falsch? Thanks for watching, danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal mit Lektion 3. See you in Lesson 3.